If you're watching this video now, you're already wasting time because right now you should be fixing your energy deal before prices go down. Down. Do I not mean up? Now, energy wholesale prices have been falling at a rapid rate. That means that your energy company is paying far less for your energy than they were previously. Now, what this has meant is if you're on an energy price cap system here in the UK, your rates would have naturally fallen. But if you're on a fixed rate deal, you wouldn't have seen any change. Now, I'm going to tell you that you need to really think about fixing certain parts of your energy deal very soon, because if you're on a variable rate tariff like Octopus Energy Intelligent, those rates have actually just recently come down, but they are variable, which means they can also go up. Now, if you have a compatible car or charger and you're not on Octopus Intelligent, then you really need to consider switching now, especially if you have a battery and solar system. So if you're with another energy company and you have a battery or solar system or both, then you really need to pay attention to the next part. Now, even if you're an Octopus Energy Intelligent customer already with solar or battery, there's a little tip coming up for you in a minute that will really help save you some cash. Now, Octopus pay 15p a kilowatt hour for exported energy. That means that for every bit of energy that you send back, you're going to get 15p. Now, if you're currently charging your car with excess solar because you don't have a battery, then you are basically throwing away 15p a kilowatt hour. Now, the import rate from Octopus Intelligent is 7p, which means your car can charge up at 7p and you can export that 15p. So you're going to make a small profit, but if you have a battery, you can really take advantage because you can charge up at that 7p overnight, because Octopus Intelligent, unlike other energy companies, the cheap rate for the car is also for the house. So both the house and the car will get the 7p rate, which means you can charge your battery up as well as your car and then export that battery later in the day and earn a 15p profit on that energy that you've exported back to the grid. Now, it gets even more clever because if you plug your car in and Octopus deem that your car may need more than the 5 hours that you're allocated every single day at 7p, they will allocate additional hours at that cheap rate 7p, which means that you could additionally charge the battery and additionally discharge in between those gaps if you really want to be clever. But what you can actually do is have longer periods of 7p and then export during peak demand at 15p and really see the repay of your battery and solar system double more than what it would normally. Now, I've got another video specifically on that, but there's some other tips for Octopus Energy customers who are already on Intelligent with solar and batteries. Now, if you're not an Octopus Energy customer, you can go to evnic.com/energy, code there, you can split £100 with me when you sign up. Now, Octopus Go Intelligent does have some criteria on EV chargers and also cars. So you can have either the EV compatible charger or you can have an EV compatible car. You don't need one or you don't need both, you just need one or the other. So check that your car is compatible. If it is, it's by far one of the cheapest energy deals around, especially because of this 15p outgoing Octopus deal where you get 15p export. Go does have an export rate, but it's not as high as 15p and you can't play this rule. But if you aren't currently with Octopus and your energy company, you prefer your energy company, you're happy with them, you don't want to go to Octopus, maybe just listen to this next part because it might also apply to you as well as Octopus customers. So a lot of people I know think that Octopus might be changing the Octopus outgoing 15p rate and dropping it. Now, there's a couple of reasons behind this, and I also have my theory on why I don't think it's going to happen. So maybe have a listen to both arguments. But the first part of the argument is that the wholesale rate has dropped. In fact, it's below 15p. So your energy company can buy energy for less than 15p. So why would they pay you 15p for export? Now, before everyone gets upset in the comments about your energy company buying your energy for less than 15p and charging you more than than 15p to sell at you, that is just the wholesale buy rate. There's other transmission costs and other costs incurred by your energy company to add on to that price of energy before it gets sold to you. But the point is, why pay you 15p when they can buy it for less somewhere else? So that was the first warning sign, but there's been a couple of other warning signs, in fact 2 very notable ones. Now, the first warning sign is that Octopus used to do a tariff for business customers called Panel Power. Panel Power gave businesses a 15p export for all their solar that they sent back to the grid. Now, this was one of the best, most leading rates for businesses for sending energy back to the grid. 15p was a huge deal, especially for some larger sites with a lot of solar, which would have exported huge amounts on Saturdays and Sundays where maybe they weren't in. But Octopus recently, a couple of months ago, said no more Panel Power customers, were stopping new entries for Panel Power customers. So that was one warning sign. And then literally 2 weeks ago, an email was sent out to all Panel Power customers telling them that their rate will be going from 15p to 8p. And in a minute, we'll get to why I don't think it's going to drop. But if you are concerned it could drop, just literally send an email to Octopus and say you'd like to extend your outgoing rate at 15p. At the moment, they're still accepting new customers, and at the moment they will accept you to renew on that 15p deal. So if you want to renew it, send Octopus an email, say I'd like to renew my outgoing tariff at 15p. They've confirmed to me on Twitter that the 15p outgoing rate is a fixed rate, which means it shouldn't go down. Now, one of the reasons I don't think they're going to change the rate, and that I've now got two reasons since originally writing this script. One reason I don't think they're doing it is I think that it's a bit of robbing Peter to pay Paul. And what I mean by that is the 15p export rate gets people to sign up to Octopus Intelligent. I'm making a video about signing up to Octopus Intelligent because of this 15p rate. And I've done many videos about how you can really sort of make a lot of money from it if you're doing it right. So the point is for Octopus is for your limited amount of solar import and export, and you're not really going to make a damage in their business, but they get to earn you as a customer, and they make more money from flexible demand on your car charging. So stopping and starting your charge at certain hours could make Octopus a lot more money than paying you maybe £1 or £2 occasionally for some export. I mean, I'm averaging about £1.80 payments a day off Octopus during the summer. Sometimes it's a lot more, sometimes it's a little bit less. It obviously flexes around. I've done full videos on that about my solar videos, but Octopus aren't really going to be losing out. They're going to be making more money on the flexible demand. So I think they are quite happy to stick that for a while to get that customer base built up a little bit more. But why stop it for businesses? Well, businesses don't really have that same educated data that they can do, and businesses tend to just do the same things day in, day out, same times day in, day out. There's a little bit less flexibility in business, smaller businesses. Large businesses, yes, there is flexibility demands, and they take the money direct rather than sharing it with Octopus. But there is systems and plays and stuff that you can do out there that plays the way energy does. But also smaller businesses, or medium-sized businesses, or even large businesses that are exporting on Panel Power at 15p, they could have large arrays. I mean, 50 kilowatt arrays. So your 5, 10, 15, 20 kilowatt array, it's not really going to bother Octopus exporting a bit of that power. I mean, the majority of home systems are probably less than 5 kilowatts, and even rarer, probably a 10, maybe even a 15 kilowatt home system. They're not exactly very common at that rate. Let me know down below in the comments what size your array is, if you've got one, what size your battery storage is, and what's the flexibility demand that you could send back and obviously charge Octopus. Now, if you're still unsure about signing up to Octopus Go Intelligent and you might be on OVO anytime, then check out this video I've done here. And if you've not got a solar and battery system yet, then maybe check out this review video here that I've been doing with Heatable at the moment, who fitted me a solar battery system in my house, and we've just recently added another 7 panels too.